I need you to tell me I am not being threatened by a corgi. I am going to need you to say that again, slower, because I refuse to lose sleep over a dog with an Instagram account. It watched my story before Jake did. Okay, slightly less funny. Whose dog? Sophie's, his ex. The account is called Toast. It is literally a corgi in tiny sweaters, and somehow that is the reason I am standing in the stairwell at my own birthday dinner. Kara had been dating Jake for 6 months, not long enough to share a phone plan, long enough that he kept a toothbrush at her place, knew which side of the couch she liked, and bought the same oat milk because she complained about his. Offline, Jake behaved like a boyfriend. Online, he acted like being seen with Kara would trigger a citywide emergency alert. He always says he hates couple content. I believed him because, fine, some people are private, not everything needs to be a caption. Reasonable. Annoying, but reasonable. Except he is not off Instagram. He watches basketball clips. He likes his cousin's gym posts. He sends me reels of golden retrievers stealing pizza. He just becomes Amish when the content is me. That night was Kara's 27th birthday. Nothing dramatic. A rooftop bar in Chicago, 6 friends, plastic candles in a grocery store cake because the restaurant said no outside fire. Jake showed up late, kissed her in front of everyone, and gave her his green hoodie when the wind picked up. At 9:18, Kara posted one story, a blurry skyline, half the cake, one sleeve of Jake's hoodie, no face, no tag, not even his hand. 4 minutes later, Toast watched it. Toast the corgi. Yes. And you know it is Sophie's account because? Because when Jake and Sophie were together, that account was basically their relationship scrapbook with paws. I saw it once when his sister tagged it in an old Christmas post. Toast wearing antlers, Jake holding the leash, Sophie in the comments calling them her boys. That is the part Kara hated saying out loud. The dog account was cute. It made the whole thing sound unserious. You cannot tell your best friend with dignity that a corgi in a pumpkin costume has destabilized your relationship. Before we turn this into a federal case, one view does not mean anything. Maybe Sophie was scrolling. Maybe she still follows you from the dog account. Maybe the dog has better taste in women than Jake. I know. I told myself that. Good. Continue from the sane version. The sane version lasted 7 minutes. At 9:29, Jake texted Kara from across the rooftop, not because he was far away, because he was standing with 2 of his friends near the bar and thought it was funny. Birthday girl looks cold. Hoodie was a good call. So he had his phone. He knew she was wearing the hoodie. He had seen the real-life version of the story, but he still had not watched it. That part matters more than the dog. Thank you. That is what I am saying. Kara tried to ignore it. She took pictures with her friends. She let Jake feed her cake with the side of a plastic fork. She did not check the viewer list for almost half an hour, which for a woman trying not to spiral should count as community service. At 10:03, Toast viewed a second story. This one was not even romantic. It was Kara's friend Marcus failing to open champagne and almost hitting a heat lamp. Okay, that is less targeted. Maybe Toast enjoys OSHA violations. Wait. Kara opened her archive. Not to prove anything, she told herself, just to check whether her brain was inventing a pattern because birthday wine was involved. 3 weeks earlier, Toast had viewed a story of Jake's hoodie on Kara's chair. 2 weeks earlier, Toast had viewed a story from Jake's neighborhood coffee shop, the one Kara had never tagged. 5 days earlier, Toast had viewed a story where Jake's laugh was audible for half a second off camera. It skips my normal stuff. Hair appointment, lunch, subway complaint, nothing. But if Jake is near the frame, Toast arrives like it has a Google alert. That is weird. Still not proof, but weird. Talia was strict about evidence because she had once ruined an entire situationship over a misread Venmo emoji. She believed in patterns. She did not believe in turning every pixel into a confession. What did Jake do after the hoodie story? Nothing. He never watched it. But he did remove my tag from the group photo Naomi posted. There was a tag? Naomi posted us at the cake table. She tagged everyone. Jake was tagged for maybe 20 minutes, then gone. Did Naomi remove it? I asked. She said no. She sent me the screenshot because she thought Instagram glitched. At 10:41, Kara texted Jake from the elevator lobby. Did you remove your tag from Naomi's photo? Jake answered at 10:44. Yeah, I just don't like being searchable. You know that. That sentence could have been harmless if it lived alone. It did not live alone. 11 minutes after he removed the tag, Sophie posted from Miller's. Miller's, as in the sports bar where Jake said he was going after your dinner? Yes, boys' night. No girlfriends, very sacred. Apparently not no ex-girlfriends. Sophie's story did not show Jake. It showed a crowded bar, a Bulls game on 2 screens, and a beer glass on a sticky table. On its own, it meant almost nothing. Chicago has more sports bars than parking tickets. But there was a detail Kara could not unsee. In the corner of Sophie's video, hanging above the bar, was a blue neon sign shaped like a fish. Jake had sent Kara a photo of that exact sign at 10:50. Boys are making me watch the game under this ugly fish. Please tell me you did not reply with a fish emoji. I replied, have fun, like an idiot with self-respect. That is not idiotic. That is called not starting a fire with wet matches. At 11:07, Kara posted a close friend's story. Not a trap, she insisted later, just a dark photo of the stairwell with the caption, "Birthday girl needed air." Toast viewed it at 11:11. Hold on, how is the dog account on your close friends?